I'm Phil Mason, Service Director for Planning and Sustainable Development at Cornwall Council.
I'm Louise Wood and I currently work with a team of development management planners who assess planning applications across Cornwall, and I manage that team. But I'm soon going to be going to work back with the policy team and heading up that department. We'd had a peer challenge, I think back in 2012, which I'd been involved in. I'd found that really positive process. I thought it was really helpful to have people come into the authority from outside and give a different view. So when I heard that we were going to have another peer challenge, I thought it presented a really good opportunity really for us as a council to air some of the problems that we knew we had and to look at how we can improve it. And I think sometimes you can't do that from within. You need that kind of opinion from someone who's independent from us to kind of come in and see what's going on and give us a different view of where we are.
We thought it was time to take stock and actually get some people in to have a bit of an objective look at what was going on in planning. The goals and objectives were really around how we were collective in making good planning decisions, and I mean essentially how the officers and the members could work together in an environment which is around lots of speculative applications, a national planning policy framework pushing housing, and local communities trying to resist some of that housing, often for the right reasons. So we wanted to know how we could respond to that in a collective way which made sense and got the right development for Cornwall. So whilst the focus of the peers on site was talking to people about decision making, actually they ended up talking to people about the whole process. So they did intensive work talking to stakeholders, talking to the town and parish councils, talking to our councillors, talking to our officers, and all of the people involved in the service, really about the whole service.
From my perspective, I think the peer review has been really worthwhile. It's definitely allowed us to air some of the issues that we've had, so in terms of planning committees, and it's allowed us as a service to move forward with that and put in some changes. But it also allowed us to do some wider work. Our head of service has been pushing forward with our programme of delivering the local plan. So since the peer review, our local plan's been adopted, and now we've been able to push that forward into a delivery programme for how we're going to actually deliver on the promises that we've made. And the peer review's provided a really good basis for that, because it's had a series of recommendations that it's allowed us to take forward and have open conversations with members. And the peer review kind of strongly focused to tell us that we should be having conversations with our communities on the positives from development and not the negatives. And I think this has given us a good stepping stone to enable us to do that.
I'm a real advocate of peer challenge. We've had two here, and I would always recommend people have a peer challenge. I would definitely recommend that if you're going to have a peer challenge, you're clear about why you want one. And I would also recommend that people buy in as many people in the organisation as possible to those objectives, because you think you might have your key members and other people, key officers, senior leadership team bought into the objectives of the peer challenge. But the more work you can do to get all of your members and all of your staff and all of your stakeholders to understand the objectives before you start, the better. Because then you'll be able to use those those recommendations when they come back to you in a way which will build upon that early engagement.
So since we had the peer review, we spent a lot more time focusing on whether we're making the right decisions and getting the right outcomes for places. And I also think that there's been a lot more consideration around our conversations that we have with developers. So another criticism was that developers didn't feel that we listened to them enough and took on board some of their views. And we've been going out now and speaking to developers and trying to make sure that we're a more developer-friendly service. And I know that in terms of our delivery programme, we're going to work much more directly in terms of making sure that development happens quicker and how that we can help developers unlock sites by forward funding infrastructure and making much more effort in that respect. So I think this service has become much more delivery focused, so a bit less reactive and a bit more proactive.